Kurt and I were talking about people who pretend to be fighters and then get caught. Because I've had stuff happen to me where guys have come up to me and said, oh, I trained with so-and-so, and it turns out I actually know the fighter, and I call the guys out. Now, Kurt, you have a story. A couple stories. 2 stories.
Actually, I have 3. I just thought of another one.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
Oh, crazy.
Unbelievable. Well, I love the fake fighters. They're pretty much my heroes, and I aspire to be one. I'm a professional football player, if you guys didn't know that. But I don't know where I was, but I do remember being in a situation. I believe I was at a gym when it happened, and a kid was telling me he was an MMA fighter. And I was like, oh yeah, it's fantastic, awesome. And I never tell anyone who I am. I never say my name. But I never fought in the UFC yet. I think I was like 10-0 or at the time. And I was in New Jersey when it happened. And a kid told me I fought this kid named Kurt Pellegrino. I was like, yeah, did you win? And he's like, no, but it was a really good fight though. It went 3 rounds. I was like, no way. Well, where'd you fight him? And he said, I forget where he said. I think it was in like Wildwood or Atlantic City, but the only one I fought in Wildwood was Lucian Corbray. And I was like, it was a good fight, huh? He's like, yeah. I was like, what's your name? He's like, Joe Reed or someone like that. I was like, it was a good fight, huh? Yeah, but the kid's the next big thing. You watch and see. I'm like, all right. He's actually a buddy of mine. I'm going to tell him I ran into you. I'll let you know. Hopefully I see you again in the gym. He's like, well, I'm always here at this time. And I swear to God, I never saw him again. That kid that said he fought me. I'm hoping he never said he beat me though. He tells his friends he beat me. Damn.
I know, that would be bad.
So
at least he said that you beat him. So he's kind of being somewhat humble. I mean, like, and not being too.
I better have won. I had to have won. So I have another one, which that one is probably not even believable, but that really did happen. I almost fell off the elliptical when that kid told me that. So I go to this restaurant with Miguel Torres, Surf Taco. Of all people, I'm with Miguel Torres eating tacos.
No way. Miguel eats tacos?
Eats tacos.
No way.
That's all we eat. I have to eat tacos with him. He says it gives me strength and power. So it gives me diarrhea. So I don't know.
Yeah, same thing.
So we go, and we're at Surf Taco, and this kid, after we order our food, he goes, hey man, you guys fight? And I was like, what? No. What? Why make sure you ask us that? Your ears are pretty banged up. You guys wrestle? And Miguel's like, oh, I was a wrestler. We fight, in some local shows. He's like, yeah, I'm a pro fighter too. Now we're in my hometown. I know everyone in my hometown. It's my town. Point Pleasant's mine. So I was like, oh yeah, who do you train with? And he told me some karate school. And I'm thinking, there's no karate school. Miguel goes, oh yeah, well, what's your record? He's like, I'm like 20-2. You're 20-2. And I was like, by any chance, do you know Miguel Torres? Miguel Torres, a fighter. Do you know anyone named by Miguel Torres? If you're 20-3 and you're around his weight class, what are you, like 145? Yeah. And you fight professionally, yeah? He's like, yeah. And he goes, no, I never heard of him. Miguel goes, you know who Kurt Pellegrino is? He goes, no, I never heard of him either. And I was like, can you live in this town and fight locally around here? And it went from, yes, I fight locally around here and I live in this town, to, no, my school's a little bit up north a little bit, a little further away I live, and I'm just kind of down here hanging out. I was like, but you're a professional fighter with over 20 fights, yeah? He's like, yeah. But you don't know who Kurt Pellegrino is or Miguel Torres. Miguel Torres is the WC champion at 135, probably the best fighter ever to grace the sport or put MMA gloves on. And Kurt's just some schmuck that fights in the UFC. But you don't know who either one of those guys are, and they have over 20 fights, huh? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, good luck with your career, and have a good one, bud. Okay?
You fake fighters. Oh, you are our heroes.